you haven't been back long. But I've prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
You were hospitalized in Dhekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain.
Why Dhekelia?
The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dhekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dhekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're going to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There, we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics?
Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won him the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
The Second Cold War.
Reagan's hardline. There's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada.
Sorry guys,
Iran,
I had my mic
Iraq.
muted that whole entire
The
time.
story never changed.
First to third
Egypt and Israel did
episode,
sign a
my
peace
mic was
treaty.
muted.
But the
So,
driving
if
force
I did
on the
not
Egyptian
speak,
side,
I am very
President
sorry,
Sadat,
guys.
was assassinated after.
I really am.
Apparently, his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists.
Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of
Whole
terrorism in
entire
recent
time I
years.
was talking.
We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over
I can't take that
300
back now.
foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed.
Damn.
Countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces.
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now.
Dang.
The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too.
Oh, you gotta be
Miller
kidding
told
me
me
this
about what
whole
happened in the
entire
Caribbean
time.
9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now. But this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically.
Here, Snake.
I'm not trying to go through all this, I'm sorry. I usually
The
would.
Soviet... Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Spring?
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call.
Escaped on horseback.
The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination.
Water again.
Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty.
I kind of
Hope you're
feel
rested up,
stupid now.
because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Alright guys, I'm sorry for that. I really am. My mic was muted the whole entire time. So, first episode, second episode, I didn't talk at all. I was over here because I was about to mute my mic when I realized that I didn't unmute my mic to start the videos. So my life is a mess right now. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Just kind of wasted y'all time. I really did, because I was sitting over here talking and on. I didn't say shit, and I feel like a douche now. Alright, so guys, I didn't do my intro at all because my mic was muted. So what's up, guys? It's your boy Brandon, back at it again with another video, and it's like 10 minutes into the video right now. Yeah, I'm really dumb this morning because I woke up and I was hyped about playing this game. I hopped on, and I remember muting my mic last night, but I didn't unmute it. So I really feel dumb at the moment because I'm just over here. I was about to get me something to eat, and then I realized that my mic was muted, and my heart literally dropped because I felt bad that I didn't speak 1, 2, and part of 3. Like, my heart dropped so hard, so quick. I was just like, I didn't speak that whole entire time because my mic was muted. But life's whatever. You gotta deal with it no matter what.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander.
So,
your orders are to take him
guys,
out. With skills like his,
like I said, I'm
you're
really
ashamed to
sorry.
waste him.
My mic's unmuted now, so I'll be able to talk.
Make your way
So yeah.
and eliminate.
Golly, man, I feel so stupid. God. Why do I feel so stupid? Where's my horsey at?
Be careful down there, boss.
Ugh. Oh, 100. Oh, 0, 100.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
What was I gonna do? Mark that one guy. Mark him. There's definitely a guy in the tower. Top.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Alright, who's listening to that, really?
A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Мы ее сжигаем. Только так мы раздавим душмана. За родину!
That's the sturdiest building in the area. It'd be perfect for the target to hole up in.
Это только подольет масло.
So, I was sitting over here saying, like, before this episode, I was sitting here saying, like, what's up, guys? I was just giving my intro, and then I was like, there's this guy that joined, and I was saying, thanks for joining the stream and all that, and then he left, and I was like, huh, maybe it's just because we didn't like this game or something. And I didn't even think about my mic being muted. Now that I think about it, I feel really stupid.
shoot, be careful. Target confirmed dead. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around. Made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
S. I don't know if that's good or not. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully my mic's not muted again. Just kidding, I know it's not because I made sure. So yeah guys, I'll talk to y'all in a little bit on my next episode. Hope y'all hit that like button. What I was saying in the other videos, if you watch the other videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. But if you're not new to the channel, please hit that like button because it would really help. And I want 5 likes. No. 2 likes on this video. 1 like on my other 2 videos because my mics were muted. So I'm not expecting high likes and all that. I don't expect highlights in general anymore. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, don't forget to hit the like button. Smash! Just kidding. Don't smash it because you might break your phone or whatever you're on. Click the subscribe button. And hope you enjoy. See y'all in the next video. We out.